Hey Saber Forum, this is Lord Blade Wraith here, and I'm here to talk about a couple of sabers that I recently got from Ultrasabers. I was away from Saber Forum for a while. Again, Lord Blade Wraith is my name, and I've been away since probably May, and I got back and started checking into Saber Forum again and saw that there was a raffle going on. And simultaneously, there was a flash sale on a particular saber that seems to have been, I guess, one of the more rare ones that has come and gone over the last couple of years. And it's one of those kind of rare ones that, when it comes back in, as the name suggests, it's a limited edition, and you want to kind of just grab it while you have the chance. So I took that opportunity to get myself a Shock LE, which, to be honest, it is way better in person, and it's really good on camera. It's really good in photos, but even in person, this one has a particular elegance and regalness about it. I don't know. It's just it's a really rich-looking saber, I guess, is the way I would describe it. And so, yay! I got to get in on this while the Shock LE was available, and I'm not sure, it may be around for a while, who knows, but I wanted to make sure to get one because it's fantastic. It's kind of reminds me of what Darth Sidious saber was kind of looked like. You didn't see much of it in the movie, but that silver with the gold accents, I mean, that just really is an attractive design to me. So yeah, I was really excited to be able to get one. Now that I've got it, I noticed a couple of nuances that I really like. First thing is the anodizing here on the emitter is a different shade than the anodizing of the gold here on the rest of the body, including the pommel. Some may view that as a negative. I personally really like it. I really think that it's a great way to add layers to the saber in depth. I know that sometimes happens because the emitters are manufactured separately from the body of the sabers, and so the anodizing can be done by two different people. I don't know if that's the case here and if it was intentional, but what I'm seeing and what I really like, I mean, it really is an attractive. To me, I just think it looks really cool. It adds a lot more depth. This, from here to here, all the gold accents are more of a kind of a white gold. Not all the way white gold, but I mean, it's more of a washed out kind of gold color. And I really like the way that looks. When you get to this part, this is a deeper, richer gold. And to me, it just makes the saber look all that more authentic, because it looks like this piece is part of a larger piece that comes from the inside, and this hilt on the outside is, so it's kind of like it's come together like this, and this piece just feels like it's just another layer underneath. And I like having the difference of the two. To be honest, I think it would actually make it look, I don't know, I think it would downgrade, it would kind of hurt the appearance a little bit to have it all one shade of gold. I don't know what word to best describe that, but I think it would, I don't want to say like cheapen the appearance, but I think it would hurt the appearance of the saber, and it would lose some of its authenticity that it seems to have, having the two different shades. So it's something I really like. I did get of course the gold Covertech wheels, the default. I did get a recharge port, and I chose a mid-grade blade, and actually I chose a heavy grade blade, but I put a different blade on this one than the one I opted for. So I'm using a different blade on this, but I did choose a heavy grade blade initially, and the AV switch is an illuminated orange silver AV switch, which I'll go ahead and I got the color of the blade is dark violet amethyst. And I thought a lot about that color because, and I've seen this, I've seen a lot of people go with yellow, sentinel yellow, and fire orange, and so it matches the gold, and it does. Those look really great, and it's something I still want to try. But when I was choosing the color, there was only one color that seemed to be right. It's like the only color that my brain would accept when I was choosing the configuration, and that was dark violet amethyst, with either a violet amethyst flash on clash or a silver flash on clash. But I was stuck on dark violet amethyst. I was like, dark violet amethyst and the gold go together. Those two must be together. So that's what I did, and so that I ended up with this. So that's the orange illuminated AV switch, dark violet amethyst, and the I think, like I said, I think I ended up with the silver flash on clash. I asked for violet amethyst, but I didn't know if that was possible, so they were going to do silver. If that wasn't possible, I did that as a backup in the comments of the order. So I can't quite tell if it's violet amethyst or not. So in any case, it looks really good. I kind of wanted a subtle flash on clash. I didn't want it to be too bright, like red or something, so really like that. One thing I also noticed is the sound chamber of this pommel is really good. It's the way it's shaped it's kind of a very tubular design and tapered, a tapered tubular design. So it's about 1.5 inches long. It really captures the sound from the speaker coming out, and it really just funnels it just right out these ports very well. I mean, all the pommels do, but I did notice that it's a very clear sound. I wouldn't say that it made it louder, but I would say that it made it a nice, clear, crisp sound. So that's one thing I really liked. And so yeah, that is my Shock LE, and I'm really, really happy with it. I also got the recharge port on it, which I'm getting on all my Sabers now because I'm displaying them on the wall, and I want to be able, as many have done, I'm not the first obviously, to do this idea, but to have down on the wall, you've got to have a recharge port, otherwise you're charging your batteries all the time. So I've been getting recharge ports so I can have a display, and it will look nice up there too. So definitely a recharge port, not just recommended for display, but I recommend it, as I've heard many others bring up positive benefits of it, would be, less wear and tear, getting the battery pack all the time, and just quick charging. I mean, you can just have more fun with your Saber more often if you can just plug it in. I mean, I don't mind taking it out, but there's a little more time involved taking the battery pack out and taking the batteries out, putting them in the charger, and then taking them back out of the charger, putting them back in here, and reassembling. Not a whole long process, but the recharge ports just streamline that so much. You just grab, I have a whole stack of them over here, my chargers, but you just, let's see, let me find one that's long enough here. It's just so easy to just plug that in, and voila, it's going to be charging for another hour, and when it's done, that's it. I mean, you can't beat that. That is an incredibly easy way, and it just makes using your lightsabers more often, being able to play with them and practice with them and duel with your friends with them, whatever. It's kind of hard when you go to pick up your lightsaber and it doesn't have a pair of charged batteries in there, and so you have to do the whole thing, and it's not the worst thing in the world, but certainly an easy process. Just takes time to do, and so I think that's why for me the recharge port has just become a necessity. I just really think it's a positive thing. Some Sabers hide it better than others. some don't like the way that recharge ports look. That's how it looks on the Shock LE. I'll put some pictures up too, I think. But for me, it's a total non-issue. The benefits far outweigh any negatives that might come, in my opinion. So it's not a big deal for me at all. So that is the Shock LE. And my mystery box saber was a $75 mystery box saber. I ended up with an Initiate LE, another gold accent themed saber. This did not have sound. It has the regular AAA batteries in the palm area, so they did include the Velcro strap to keep those puppies all together and from falling out of the caddy, the battery caddy. And I ended up with a silver non-illuminated AV switch in Arctic blue with windows. And again, it's the LE, so it's got the gold accents as well. This gold resembles the gold on the top of my on the emitter of well, actually that's not even true. The gold on this is even lighter than the gold on this. So the gold on this is a much more orangey gold than this is a darker, it's a yellowish gold, but it's not as dark as this. So I have all kinds of different gold going on. It is about the same as the gold on the Electrum Wind. So I've got the Electrum Wind here, and lots of gold on the Electrum Wind, which I love. I think this is where I first just really decided I really love the combination of that silver and gold, and of course black accents here. This was the first one I got of this kind, and fantastic saber. So this is the mystery box saber, and I paid $75 for it, and I think it's worth around between $90, $95 when I checked out the options online. So as has been said before, you cannot lose with the mystery box saber. They gave me a full 36-inch Ultra Edge mid-grade blade, and I'm surprised with the Initiate because size-wise, it's not such a mini saber after all. I've always thought of the Initiates as such a mini design, and I thought, well, my hands are too big for that, but it still works for me. So might have to add sound to these one day. But that's a total win. I'm really happy, and Ultrasabers, thanks for always finding ways to just give us great stuff, giving us ways through the raffles and the sales and the mystery box sabers. You're just always finding ways to just keep us interested, which isn't hard because your product is so superior to everything else out there anyway. But so I wouldn't think you really have to do all that, but it's really appreciated, I know, by everyone that you give them so many options to feed the addiction, as it were. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you guys later in the forum.